everyone, and welcome to my April wrap-up video and May TBR. I'm so bad with months. So I'm going to start off with the books that I read in the month of April. It's actually more than the previous month, so I'm pretty proud of myself. So I'm going to go right ahead and start with the first book that I read, and it was Dear Killer by Catherine Ewell. I actually read like 100 pages of this book, and then I DNF'd it because I just could not finish it, and this book was just so bad. Like, the reason for me DNFing it was because it was so bad. So yes, I was actually pretty excited for this, but it was such a disappointment. So the next book that I read was The Here and Now by Anne Brashers. This is the author of The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and like I said before, I was actually doing a read-along with a couple of, two bloggers actually, and it was actually really fun because we got to discuss about the book when we stopped at the chapters or whatever. And this is actually a very short book, but like, it was actually really good at the beginning, but it just went downhill from there. I just didn't like the characters and all of that. It was okay. It's a time travel book, and I just absolutely love the cover, honestly. So yeah, I gave this one 3.5 stars. The next book that I read was Tease by Amanda Maciel. I know it's Maciel right now because the author actually tweeted me and said that it was the first time someone actually pronounced her last name perfectly, and I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, this book is actually a book from the bully's POV, unlike usually the victim's POV, and a lot of people were really uncomfortable with this, and they thought it was really, like, they could not stand the character because she's a bully and blah 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 blah. But I was actually able to enjoy it because, like, it's such a refreshing idea to actually read a book from the bully's POV, and I got to understand why they did this and that. It's not like there is a reason, like, there's no excuse for it, but yeah. I found it really refreshing and different from all the bullying books, and it still gives a positive image to, like, stop bullying, so don't think like it's agreeing to the bullies or whatever. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. It was a really fun not fun, it was actually fun, it was enjoyable contemporary read. Yeah, great book. Guys, I finally did it. I finally read Divergent by Veronica Roth. Like, come on, give me a clap. Clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I finally did it, like, oh my god. And you know, I was always scared about starting this book is because I had my hopes so high, and because everyone's just so in love with it, and I was so scared that I would be disappointed. But oh my god, I was not disappointed. Like, it was so good, and I'm so happy that I read it. And then I watched the movie the same day, and it was so good. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, boy, this was so good. Like, I give it all-time favorite. Like, I'm in love with this series, and I cannot wait to continue. Even though a lot of people said that the first book was the best, but then it started to go downhill from there. I don't care, I'm still gonna read it. I know how much people hated the ending, and I don't know what, but it's so good. It's so good. I just love everyone and every character and every plot. The next book that I read is actually not with me, it's with a friend right now. I finished it, and then the next day I just gave it to her because she was waiting on it, and it's The Treatment by Suzanne Young. This is the sequel to The Program, and this is actually a duology, so it ended, and this book was so good. I do not know how many times I actually talked about how amazing The Program was, and how many times I actually recommended it to people. And if you have not read The Program, it's a legit dystopian, and it is like one of my favorite dystopians out there. It is so good, and the best part of it is that it's a duology, but right now I'm kind of upset that it is because it ended. Like, why? I miss all the characters. I just love the ending. It was so good, and this book actually started off pretty slow for me. I was actually really disappointed, and I thought, like, wow, like, The Program was one of my all-time favorite books, and now The Treatment is probably gonna suck so bad. But then as I continued on, it was just so good, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I just loved it to bits, and it was so crazy, and it was such a roller coaster, and I'm pretty sure my friend's enjoying it right now. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. And then the next book that I started reading, and I'm only 15% done, is 1984 by George Orwell. This is actually for my school, and so far it's pretty good. I'm pretty interested because, like, it's like I'm reading a dystopian young adult, even though I know it's not, and it's a classic and all that, but oh, it's so good. I'm really enjoying it so far, and I really do hope that I continue to enjoy it because, like I said before, I'm only 15% in, but it's pretty good. And the last book that I read in the month of April, I'm actually only 100 pages. I was only able to read 100 pages of it, and it's Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. So far, it's such a cute contemporary. I don't know why I always say cute with contemporary, but it's not cute. It's such a fun contemporary. It's really interesting, and I'm really interested in finding out more about the story and about what happens next, because it's actually pretty good. I really am enjoying it. And yeah, like I said, I'm only 100 pages in, so this will probably be in my TBR video for May. Hi guys, welcome to my TBR video. Yeah, like I said, those were all the books that I finished, and anyways, welcome to my TBR video for May, and the first book that I plan to finish is Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I'm so funny, oh my goodness. I have 300 pages left of it, and I hope to finish it soon. As well, the next book that I hope to finish is 1984 by George Orwell. I plan to finish it before everyone else does, so I'm gonna go like bam 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 with it and finish it as soon as I can. But yeah. Then I plan to read Royally Lost by Angie Stanton. I think this was in my previous TBR video, but I don't know why I put it there because what was I thinking? But anyways, it's here now, and I'm obviously going to be reading it this month, so yeah. And I've previously read Angie Stanton's book, and it was actually pretty good, so I'm pretty excited for this one. The next book that I plan to read is After the End by Amy Plum, another cool dystopian, I'm assuming, and it actually sounds really interesting. If you do not know what it's about, I recommend you to check the synopsis on Goodreads because it is so interesting. It sounds awesome. Then I plan to read Guy in Real Life by Steve Brezenoff. This looks like a cool contemporary because it's about video games, and if you don't already know, which shame on you, I'm a huge fan of video games, and I just love video games, and I love gaming, and I love everything that has to do with games, whether it's PS or DS or any of that. I just love all gaming consoles, and I'm up for gaming, and a book about gaming, how cool is that? So I'm pretty excited for this one, and I'm not sure if you guys can see the cover. Can you see it? Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? I hope so. Anyways, Guy in Real Life looks so good. The last book that I plan to read in the month of May is You Only Live Once, Snap Decisions by Brittany Clark. This book is kind of like the Goosebumps, if you guys remember them, where you kind of read a chapter and then at the end of the chapter you have a question and you have 2 decisions to choose, and if whatever decision you choose, you go to page whatever or page whatever, and so you actually don't end up reading the whole book, you kind of just end up reading snippets of it. So I know this is going to be a pretty fast read, and I've read the first one, and I'm not sure if they're related or not, but I have read the first one and it was pretty fun. I was able to finish it in like a day, and I actually went back and forth and chose like the 2 decisions to like see what happens in both of them. So yeah, I don't think anyone can actually read the full book unless like they go through all of it. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was actually pretty enjoyable, and I'm excited for this one too. So these are all the books that I read in the month of April, and all of the books that I plan to read in the month of May. I have some pretty awesome books. Most of them are ebooks. I only have 1 physical book, which is pretty awesome because I'm in the mood of reading books on my iPad or on my Nook, so this is more fun for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hello to all our new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, and hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!